had 38 visitors, we've had 4 add to carts, and we've had 1 order, which is insanely not normal, you guys. In the last video, we picked a product, built a store, marketed the product, and made a sale within the first 48 hours of Shopify Dropshipping. And in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how I did that and exactly the strategies behind the marketing and why it actually worked. So it is now like 5:50 and we are actually all ready to go to the office. I've got my backpack, my little side bag. I also got a new mic for you guys. So I got this little Rode Lavalier wireless mic, which is gonna be super nice. Gonna start doing like interviews and stuff like that with my team, which will be super sick. And you're actually gonna meet some of my team members in this video. So as you know, or as you may not, 5:58 or 6:02 it is now is actually kind of a late time for me to leave. I usually leave or try to leave my place by around like 5:15 or so, usually like 45 minutes earlier. But you guys, today I was figuring out how to use this new Throat mic because I wanted to have crazy audio in this video, and I was also just getting some stuff done at the house this morning, so it took me a little longer to get out, but no worries, you guys. We're gonna probably maybe grab some donuts for the team or something and then head into the office. Guys, I also will be announcing the winner of the brand giveaway. I'm actually giving away the brand that I'm breaking down in this video and doing the case study on it at the end of this video. So you guys, if you stay till the end of this video, I'm going to announce the winner who commented on the last video I picked from the last video. I picked the winner, and at the end of this video I'm going to announce it. So you guys stay tuned till the end of this video if you want to see who won the Shopify brand. You guys, I'm super excited to announce it. So when we start looking into this brand and thinking about why I was able to actually make a sale on this brand within 48 hours of opening it, you guys, the brand that I built is called Mix It Easy, and it's essentially selling the blender bottle that you guys have probably seen on social media, or if not, I'll throw up a video right now. And the reason that I was able to make a sale in the first 48 hours was not the product, and I want you guys to understand one thing that I really failed to do in the beginning when I was a beginner, and one thing that I see a lot of beginner dropshippers do is focus so hard on just the product, and they don't focus enough on the actual marketing behind their product, or the real stuff that's actually going to bring them sales, like the marketing. You guys, this is one common beginner mistake, and this is something that I want all of you guys to do your best to avoid. Do not get stuck in product a coma, where you guys are literally stuck searching for products and hoping you find something that's, you know, viral, that nobody else is selling, that could go super wild. That's not the correct way to do dropshipping, you guys. The right way to do dropshipping is to pick a product that's going viral, something that's already working. No matter how many people are selling it, you guys, it does not matter as long as you can think of a unique marketing angle. What I mean by a unique marketing angle is making something that is presented in a way it hasn't been presented before. So you guys, in your content, like I did for this blender bottle, right? Instead of just doing a regular TikTok where it looks all nice and, you know, looks super clean, I instead was making my TikToks kind of messy, right? I was throwing it was messy. I was spilling the milk all over the, you know, counter when I was making it. It was kind of, you know, something that people would look at and laugh at, but it didn't downplay the product at all. It didn't make the product look like it was a bad product. It didn't do any of that. It just made the video funnier. And it makes people, you know, laugh when they see the video, which is the goal. You guys are trying to get an emotional response from your buyers, right? Whether it's laughing, whether it's, you know, anger, whether it's seriousness, whether it's sadness, whatever kind of vibe your product gives off, you want to give that to your viewers. And for this example, I've never seen anybody market this product like the way that I did. And that's exactly why I was able to make a sale within such a little amount of time, and by not even having that many views, guys. One of the biggest reasons that I was able to make a sale within 48 hours is because I never took time to stress, never took time to worry, never took time to think, what if it didn't work? I just went full on as hard as I possibly could, tried every single route possible in order to make a sale in 48 hours on a new brand. Obviously, this is something that's very hard to do. Obviously, this is something that most people would think of as almost impossible, but you guys would be very surprised what actually is possible if you just put your mind to it and you just decide and make the decision, you know, not to give up, not to get down on yourself, not to get stressed out or be scared of, you know, failure, or be scared of losing, guys. Throughout this whole challenge, never once did I mention, oh, you know, I'm scared I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm scared it's not going to work out. I'm scared it's not going to happen. I'm stressed, you know, I'm too busy. I'm too stressed to do this challenge. Not one time did I say any of that, you guys. It was all positivity and it was all pushing in order to make a sale. And all I did was do everything that I possibly could in order to make this sale without ever getting down or negative on myself at all. All right, so you guys, I wanted to actually introduce you to a member of the Crystalline team. You may have seen him in some videos before, but this is Nate. He's well experienced in e-commerce and knows a lot about the topic. So with that being said, Nate, what's one thing that would help you? We've been talking a lot about consistency and staying consistent with your store and how that affects, your overall sales. So what's one thing that you would recommend to somebody just starting in dropshipping to help them kind of be consistent?
Great question. I mean, biggest thing for me is just having consistency in your daily schedule. Like wake up at the same time, have the same thing in the morning, breakfast, same time. And really just lay out your day, hour by hour or even in 30-minute increments, so you always know like what you're doing and you know what you should be doing.
All right, you guys, so now I have Justin sitting next to me. You guys have obviously met Justin before in the other videos, but for those of you who are seeing this video and it's the first time being on my channel, you guys, Justin is not only one of my best friends, but he's also an e-com specialist here at Crystalline Media and knows a ton about e-commerce.
Back in the day, obviously, Jeremy started things up, and one time I heard him, the first time I actually seen somebody unique market something. He was with a girl, and he noticed this girl putting her makeup products within the fridge. He was doing dropshipping at the time, and he decided that he was going to take this mini fridge that he found on a supplier's website, market it as a makeup fridge, and that wasn't the product's use. And he took that different approach, and people looked at it that way and purchased that product because of that. One of the things these days in dropshipping, thousands of people across the world doing it, right? If a product is a winner and multiple people are on that product, who do you think is going to be able to get the most return out of that product? The people that are obviously doing the most unique marketing or putting the best brand out to the market as best as possible. Take that different approach. When you're doing these things, put your most amount of effort within the content that you make, because think about yourself as the customer. When you're purchasing a product online, do you think that you're going to click on a website or click on somebody's post and go to their link if it isn't something that is unique or something that stood out or grabbed your attention right away? You got to do those things. It's crucial to be successful.
And for those of you guys wondering, Justin does have pink hair, but he actually is pretty smart. All right, you guys, so the next reason I was able to actually be successful in this challenge is because I tried all of my options, you guys. I tried Instagram, I tried TikTok, I tried DMing people. I was posting consistently, I posted literally 5 TikToks in the first 24 hours, right? I posted all those TikToks on my Reels, I posted on Instagram, I was DMing people who were following other accounts about the blender bottle, and I was really doing everything I could to get myself out there. I was not just doing one angle of marketing, and that's one thing that I see a lot of beginners struggle with, is they just try to narrow themselves and box themselves into one, angle of marketing, and instead of actually making something work because of that, it boxes them into one specific spot and they don't see the results that they want to see. So I have a super special guest sitting next to me. This is Devon Cowell. He's not only the person who started my first ever program with me and built the whole entire structure for it called Cash Culture, if some of you are familiar with it. And he's also a big reason for those of you who are in Crystalline Academy that this is such a great and amazing program, you guys. He actually was the reason we have the platform that we do and we have the processes that we do set up. And he is actually the COO of Crystalline Academy. One of the biggest things that Devon's taught me in life, since we've lived together since 4 years or something, when we lived together for a while. And one of the biggest things that Devon taught me was about massive action. And I know we just talked about that in this video. So Devon, if you could just give a tip on massive action or kind of the importance of massive action to the people who are watching, because there's a lot of people that are beginning in dropshipping and kind of, need help with that type of thing.
Yeah, so massive action really, caught my attention when I read this book called 10X by Grant Cardone, and it's 10X is the key to success. So massive action is the basics of it. Basically say that you're gonna put in 10 times more work than the average person, right? So if you say the net person sitting to the left of you, for example, of phone calls, right? Or for example, of hours worked maybe on your Shopify store, right? The regular student that comes in and works, maybe 35 minutes, 45 minutes a day, right? It's gonna take them 10 times as long as the person that works 10 times as much, right? To get somewhere. So I like to think about things as, it's only the amount of work that's separating me from the goal that I'm trying to get to. So if I do as much work as I can in the shortest amount of time, then I get to my goal as fast as possible, right? And then what happens from that is you start retaining the knowledge a lot easier. So, when you're working on something a lot, it's easier for you to remember. You've come into something, worked on something one day and then, worked on it the next day and you had to go look up your notes or whatnot, but it kind of just flow through and you accomplish so much in a single day when you're really focusing on a task and, doing it to the best of your ability. And the last thing to put on top of that is, the quality of work. Everything breaks down into, if it takes me 10 phone calls to get, one person to be interested in this program, right? If I'm better at explaining the program, it might only take me 5 phone calls. So then you just double the amount of progression you can make because you're better at every time you go to do something, right? You're doing it at the highest quality of work that you can do it at. So, and that just comes with being caring about something, being passionate about what you're working on, and finding, not everything is going to be, passion. You're not going to be able to be passionate about everything that you do, but the reason that you're doing it, might not just be for the task that you're trying to accomplish right now, but, it's going to help you accomplish your other goals or help you be better at, working and getting a lot of things done. I just like to get things done.
Exactly. All right, you guys, so as you can see, we're back in the conference room, and I want to talk about another big reason why I was able to be successful in this 48-hour dropshipping challenge. And one of the biggest reasons is because the way that I built the website. Your website is a very important part of your store, and although it's not as important as marketing, it is an important factor in actually converting viewers into sales, you guys. For this website, I used my premium theme, which you guys will get for free if you make it to the end of this video. And inside of that premium theme, it looks super clean. I use super clean images, right? I built out my store looking good, made it super clear and easy to use. A really important part of building a website is making it easy to use and easy for customers to access the product, because at the end of the day, the whole point of your website is to get the customer to buy, you guys. All right, you guys, so for this section, we're actually in the negativity room again, and I actually have Alex sitting right next to me, Alex Wiswall. You may have seen him in the last video, you guys, but Alex is actually a manager here at Crystalline Academy, and he does a very great job at, explaining e-commerce to people simply because he knows a lot about the business. He's been a part of Crystalline since the start. So first off, thank you for being here, Alex. And also, you guys, basically what I'm going to be asking is kind of, what's one tip that you would have for website development or, building a website, the importance of having a professional looking website?
Yeah, so it's important for a couple of reasons. One really good analogy for why it's important is similar to, if you went to buy a car or a house or a suit, you want to buy it from someone who's dressed nice, looks good, they look the part, they look trustworthy more than anything. And that's the idea behind why you want to have a good professional looking website. You want to have something that makes people want to spend their money there. If your website looks like it's kind of shady and doesn't really provide what you're offering, then people won't want to spend money. So if you take the time to make it look good, you take the time to use Shopify and all the tools that it offers to really maximize like the efficiency of customers getting from point A to point B on your store, which is from viewing to checkout, becoming an actual customer. That's really what makes a huge difference in this whole process. It's also actually why we have our digital design team. It's a professional website development team with Crystalline Media that we put together specifically for that purpose, for students that want to get that kind of help, right? If you don't necessarily feel confident, or you don't want to put in the time, if you want to just have someone else do that part of the process for you, we have a team that is there for that. It's because it's important. We have the team there because it is important. It is what makes or breaks it for a lot of people and whether or not they're successful.
All right, you guys, so next to me is Jordan. He's actually another one of the e-com specialists here at Crystalline Media and has been with us since the start of this company. But you guys, with that being said, I just wanted to ask you, Jordan, what's one tip that you would give to a beginner who's looking to start in e-commerce? If you had to pick, I know it's hard, but if you had to pick like one thing that's the most important, what would you say that is?
Don't be discouraged when you see somebody making more sales than you in their first month of e-commerce. I think the biggest tip I would give is don't be unhappy for other people's success.
Exactly.
That's my big tip. Yeah.
That's actually a really great tip, and that's actually something unique that we haven't heard yet, you guys. And it's very, very important. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't get down when you see somebody else doing good. If you push you and everybody around you to get better, it'll naturally make you better as well. All right, you guys. So we have another really important and amazing member of the Crystalline team, Taskies, sitting right next to me. Thank you for joining us today, Taskies. Taskies definitely somebody who's been a part of the Crystalline team for a while. He also does music, which is another thing that I'm kind of involved in as well, another industry. And Taskies makes some crazy beats, does some crazy music stuff, but he also knows a ton about e-commerce. So that being said, Taskies, a lot of people on my YouTube channel always ask the question of, what's the biggest thing I need to do in order, or the best thing I should do in order to get started in e-commerce the right way?
One thing I would recommend, and this is something that a lot of people don't think about, is to know that it's okay to get help, and that you can always have a team around you that can help you out. You don't have to do everything on your own. You can always, that will, just up the chance of you getting information from all different angles. The more people you hang around with, the more you know, and the better you'll be. So yeah, that's one thing I would say to anyone doing this.
Awesome. Great piece of advice, you guys. Never be scared to ask for help. It's very, very important that if you're having a problem, you speak up and ask it so you can get that problem solved. Ask for help, search for your answers on Safari, right? You guys go out and get the answers to your questions. If something's new, it's gonna be unknown no matter what. So make sure you're willing to go out there and actually get the answers. With that being said, I got one more question. So how much has e-commerce and learning this stuff kind of opened your eyes to like the marketing possibilities with your music now? Because I know with one thing that I don't talk about on this channel a lot is like the other possibilities that e-commerce and learning, marketing opens you up to. And I know, you obviously do music. So like what kind of, have you noticed that the, stuff that we're teaching about e-commerce could also relate to possibly marketing your music?
Yeah, like mostly everything.
Yeah.
Like everything with e-commerce can help you out with music, or not just music, but any type of, career path you're in that has online presence. So like, especially with music though, you can, learn marketing for your songs, how to drop your music and promote it the right way, and just get a more of an outreach online. Different things that kind of can like push your career a little bit faster in the right direction that you're looking for. So it definitely helps a lot.
Exactly. All right, you guys, so before we get too serious, I just wanted to show you guys how much I appreciate you and not only give you guys the actual brand, but you guys, whoever wins the brand at this end of this video is actually gonna get a custom shirt that's actually my creator brand, which is not released to the public yet. I want you to know that above everything, this is the most important thing that you need to do, and that's exactly why you guys think of this as cliche, or everybody says take your first step, right? Everybody says it because it's the way you fucking make money, right, you guys? So you need to take your first step, because if you don't take your first, you will never be able to get anywhere after that step. And if you guys can't get any further than that, there's no way you guys are ever going to be able to go to the top. Above everything, you guys, let this be your wake-up call to get started dropshipping. Dropshipping is not dead in 2022, but what is dead is marketing the same product in the same exact way over and over and over and over and over again without changing up anything, you guys. All right, so you guys, we are now officially in my computer, and I've got the video pulled up that we're actually gonna be using to pick from the comments on. So you guys, on this video, all I'm gonna go ahead and do is copy the link. And then after I copy the link, you guys, I'm gonna bring it over to the random comment picker. So all I'm gonna do is paste the YouTube video link right here, you guys. And once I click the start button, you guys, it's gonna randomly generate one person from the comment section and give me one username. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no. Fernando Meza. Jeremy, you're always willing to help others get close to dropshipping success. Let's go, bro. Fernando Meza, go ahead and hit me up, bro, on Instagram, just at Jeremy Rank Holst. Hit me up on Instagram. Let me know that it is your YouTube account that actually won. I'll also reply to your comments, so you can hit me up on Instagram too.